Introduction to data mining. Okay, today we are going to discuss applications of data warehouse. Myself, Dr. Prakash. Okay, Department of Computer Science, GGC 2. In the last class, okay, we have discussed the operations performed on the data cube. We have a six operations. Okay, what we have a slice. Okay, we have a dice, and we have a pivot, a roll up, drill down. Okay, these are all the operations okay, we have discussed in the last class. Today we are going to learn okay learning objectives. Okay, what are all the operations of the data cube? Okay, we have to answer this question. Okay, but applications of data warehouse, where exactly we're going to use that applications of data warehouses? Mainly we are going to use in the banking, because I already in the from the beginning I told that like in data warehouses is a subject oriented. It will store the details of okay all the data of a particular subject. I told that in the if you consider India, in India we have so many banks are there. Okay, I want because as a RBI, they want to know that okay, how much transactions is done, okay, how much what financial transactions is done by all the banks. Okay, they want to know the details of all the customers. They want to be stored. Okay, can we store that data? All the banks will be stored the data in different formats, but I want to store it as in the data warehouse. Okay, it contains all the customer informations. There I'm going to use data warehouses. Okay. Identify the potential risk and okay, defaulters. Okay, and managing and controlling the collections of data banks. Okay, the RBI wants to monitor all the transactions. Okay, performance analysis of each product, service. Okay, interchange and exchange rates and all these things. Track performance of accounts and user data. Okay, what is the track record of each and every users? Provide the feedback to the bankers regarding the customer relationship and the profitability of the bank. Okay, for all these things, data warehouses. Okay, banks are using okay data warehouses to store okay all the details. Okay, because think that okay, you can take SBI only. How many branches are there in SBI? They want to collect all the users information and they have to track that. They are going to use data warehouses, especially in the finance. Okay, evaluation of the customer expenses trends. Okay, how they are going to spend the money and all. Maintaining the transparency of the transactions. Every transaction has to be stored, then only we can able to get again the transparency in the transactions. Okay, predict the defaulters and act accordingly. The defaulters means those who take the loans and they're not making the repayment, that we can call as a defaulters. You know that like in the bank, okay, there are so many what customers, they'll take the loans from the banks, okay, and will not repayment all the amount what they are taken. Okay, that is called as a defaulters. They have to predict that. Okay. Now I already told that okay, in the bank they use the civil scores. They use civil scores to find out that okay, he is a worth customer or not. Okay. Can be able to pay the loan okay to this particular customer or not. Okay, on the basis of that we can able to make the prediction of the defaulter in the bank and analyze and forecast the different aspects of the business stack as well as the bond performance. We need to analyze that okay, what is the profit the bank may get for the next quarter year, okay, next for 3 months or 4 months. Okay, in the 4 months, okay, how much transactions okay, we can able to expect. Okay, how much customers they're going to deposit the money. Okay, how many customers they're going to take the loan from the bank, is it okay, how much profit I can able to get okay during the first quarter of the bank the transactions, like that. Okay, we can able to predict okay so many other informations okay from the finance. Okay, for that okay, we are going to use the data warehouses. Next, in the government also we are going to use your data warehouses. Okay, mainly for analyzing the tax records. You want to analyze the tax. Okay, how much the tax are paid. Okay, how much tax they have to pay. Okay, how much profit I can able to get. I can for the revenue for making okay services and all. Okay, they have to see that, and health policy records. Okay, and the respective providers. Okay, prediction of the criminal activity from the patterns and trends. Okay, how many criminals are there? Okay, okay, what is the criminal crime rate? Okay, how can be reduced? Okay, what is the pattern of that? Okay, searching the terrorist profiles. Okay, terrorist. Okay, I have to identify the terrorist again, and they have to find out. For that also we are going to use threat assessment and fraud detections. The fraud and threat also, okay, we are going to use the data warehouses, and mainly used in the healthcare systems. Okay, generating the patient details. Okay, what is the patient? Okay, what is the how many employees are there? What is the financial record? Okay, what is the what rate? Okay, of disease. Okay, is increasing or decreasing? Okay, what is the pattern? Okay, where? Okay, which location these particular diseases are increasing? Okay, why they are increasing? What is the reason? Okay, and what is the precautions we have to take on all these things? We are able to see that. Share data with other entities like insurance companies. Patient records will have to be shared with the insurance companies, NGOs, and medical aid services. Again, use data mining again to identify the patient trends. Again, what type of patients are there? So if you have got taken diabetes, okay, how it is increasing in India, decreasing in India, what is the age uh, rate of entering the diseases, okay, and all the trends we can able to identify. Providing the feedback to the physicians on procedure and tests. Okay, we want to say that, okay, what are the best method of giving the treatments. Okay, what the procedure is they are going to use is correct or not. Okay, for all these things we are going to use this. Okay. Metadata, we want to know that, okay, what exactly the metadata is. Metadata is a data about data. Data about data is called as a metadata. Metadata is simply defined as a data about data. The data that are used to represent other data is known as metadata. Okay, for example, the index of the books, okay, services is a metadata for the content of the content in the textbooks. If the index page is there, that is called as a metadata. The catalog is there, okay, for the library, okay, that is a metadata. In other words, we can say that, again, metadata is a summarized data that leads to use the detailed data. Okay, what the data, what is the data is going to represent that, okay, that we can call as a metadata. In other terms of data warehouses, we can define metadata as a following. Metadata is a roadmap to the data warehouses. Okay, metadata is also a data in the data warehouse defines the data warehouse objectives. Okay? What is the objective of the data warehouse that can going to define that. It also acts as a directory. Okay? It helps to make the decision supporting systems. It helps to make them decision support systems. Metadata repositories. Okay, we have a metadata repositories are there in the data warehouses. Metadata repository is a integral part of the data warehouse systems. It is a integral part of the data warehouse system. It consists of the following metadata types. Different types of metadata are there. One is business metadata, operational metadata, data for mapping from operational environment to data warehouse. Okay, the algorithms for summarization. These are the different types of metadata are used in the data warehouses. Thank you.